clearing out anything that might have been blown up there. His powder was wrapped in canvas bags in the 18th century. Next command would be search. On a command search, you go in with a worm, or it looks like a corkscrew, and you're going to pull out anything that might be left in there. On that same command, they're automatically going to go in with a sponge ram and sponge the gun, extinguish any flames. They're going to search it again, and they're going to sponge it again. All the while, the touch hole is covered in the back while they're working on the front of the gun, because the sponge is about as big as the bore, so when you pull the sponge out, you don't want to pull oxygen in through that touch hole, which could possibly ignite something that might be left in there. So it's imperative that touch hole be covered every time they're working on the front of the gun. The person in the back is a matros. Very important part of the gun crew, because he has to know the different weights of cannonballs, the different sizes of powder charge. So the next command is going to be charge a piece. Fire, handle cartridge. Pardon me, I'm getting ahead of myself. Handle cartridge. He's going to advance the cartridge to the person on the left side of the gun, who also has his hand on the barrel. He's grounding himself to prevent him against any static electricity when they transfer the powder. Next command is charge the piece. The next command will be ram. And very important that you seat that cartridge all the way back to the breech, because the touch hole is at the very front of the breech. So just when you poke a hole in the cartridge, you have to get right exactly down to the back of the cartridge. Next command is going to be pick and prime. He's got a priming wire. He's going to go in. He's going to poke a hole in a cartridge, and he's going to either put the charge in, which would be powder, loose powder, or we use a quill, which is a tin tube with paraffin and gunpowder to hold it together, and we put that down there. And that enables us to fire even in a rainstorm, and the powder's not going to blow off. Next command will be firing positions. The next command will be fire the cannon. So the person that fires the cannon is holding a linstock. We have two different firing mechanisms. We have a linstock, and the Marines are using a port fire, which is almost like an 18th century flare. You'll see it sparking when they have it lit. The linstock there's all different styles. It's a holder for your slow match, and your slow match is actually what lights the cannon, and that is just 100% cotton rope soaked in potassium nitrate or saltpeter to make it burn slow. That's the most important person on the job, on the cannon crew. If that fire goes out, the only way they can relight that is with flint and steel, which could be devastating. So they're going to reload again. The most useless person on the gun crew is the person with the sponge ram. It takes us about 5 minutes to train that person to do that job. And we could take anybody in 5 minutes, put them up there. So people were lost on gun crews, and young people were brought up. It was very common to see, as you see with the Marines, to have women on the gun crew. It took roughly 6 people just to fire the gun, and there'd be another 7 or 8 assigned to the gun to move it.
Oh, I did.
It's a very boring drill, but it's very imperative that they do every step on command. And you can load and fire this gun in about 20 seconds. Let's try battery fire again. On my command, firing positions. Make ready. Give. Fire. Getting better. Good way to put it into perspective. Cannons versus muskets.